Please remember to like, subscribe, and never forget to ring that bell.
All right, let me tell you about my show. Wednesday nights, and here we go. It's the rule of three with a touch of Basco. And like the Joker says, and here we go. It's Wednesday night and it's 9 o'clock. Click on the thumbnail, it's about to get hot. We get 3 different questions in only 3 minutes. It ain't for the scared, it ain't for the timid. Some will like us and some just don't. A lot will back us and some just won't. It don't matter with the Khaos crew. We specialize in making things do what they do. So sit back, chill, and enjoy the show with me, Chris, Guy Scar, and Nzo.
Fire, peace. 9 o'clock, Wednesday nights. Don't miss it. Check us out.
Is there any stuff?
What is up, everybody? I am Chris Knight. This is Chaos Central's The Rule of Three, the last of the 3 shows of the week. Depending on when you decide we start. I think we start on Sundays. Yeah, I mean, technically
Sunday's the
it's
first day of the week, so
technically it is, but like my weekly wrap up wraps up everything on Sunday. So
yes, and I would say Monday is the start of the week. Monday
for people who work all the time.
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
It's okay, Eli. One of these days you'll grow up
and put on your big boy pants. You know what I mean? Yeah, exactly.
I got big boy jeans on right now. Come on.
Those bell bottoms.
No, my bell bottom's actually in my laundry basket right now.
Oh my God, he has bell bottoms and it was in San Francisco.
And diapers don't
like
count.
Oh my God, yeah.
I don't have diapers. It depends.
You see, there you go. It depends. Got you.
What's going on, David, Shifty, and Basel? Good to see you. Grab that link up above, smash the like button, share it out to wherever your favorite social media is. Let's get some more people in here. But as we're getting ready to do that, we're going to go around and let these gentlemen introduce themselves. As you know, and as you see, Danny is not here tonight. He's a little under the weather, so he took the night off. We understand it happens. So hopefully he'll be back next week and everything will be good. But now we're going to start with Nzo right here. He's going to tell you about his channel and go right ahead.
And first off, I just want to say Chris is lying to you. That is Danny. He just lost a lot of weight and changed colors. So don't worry, guys. Danny's here. And he will actually be doing the final 5 for us tonight. You know what I mean?
I'm going to be making it up on the fly. I mean, I can't. Yes or no? Fact or fiction?
I am Biggaford Entertainment. Make sure you guys check out after this will be the OOC. And that's about it. I'm ready to get the show underway. Let's do it.
Awesome. Elihu, go ahead and tell them about your channel.
I'm Elihu. Yes, me. I'm the bad cloning sir that happened when somebody tried to clone Danny Graham, but hey, this is what you get when you try to clone him. You get me. But oh well, enough about that. I have a science show on YouTube called What's Up with the Universe, where I talk about from basic astronomy to complex astrophysics. You know, whenever you look up the night sky and you go, what the hell is that? Check out my channel, you might learn something. I also got a couple parody videos, a couple tributes to Orville, hashtag Renew the Orville. Yes, Nzo, hashtag Renew the Orville. And as the immortal JJ said, sometimes I tweet, sometimes I retweet. It's a lottery. Come check me out. Let's have me on, guys.
Not a problem. You gotta your finger actually has to show up. So,
I'm sorry. Right here.
There you go.
It's this damn Grinch.
All right,
virtual screen.
You guys know how we do this. We go ahead and we're gonna share this. We're gonna share this right now. And since Elihu, you are the guest, you're gonna get to pick first. Which door do you want to go with?
I feel safe because I'm the third one here. I'm gonna go third.
3. We're learning more about the upcoming Joker sequel, Joker Folie à2, which is Madness for 2. Although nothing confirms the musical theory, Lady Gaga is still being heavily rumored as this universe's Harley Quinn, and now I think it's Brendan, and it took out that thing. And it was Brendan Gleeson or Aleister Moody from Harry Potter films, is rumored to be playing Commissioner Gordon. It's due to start shooting in December and set for release on October 24. What are your current thoughts on this movie? So, that is the first question.
Love
We'll
it.
go through this. And do you want to start, Anzo? Or do you want Eli?
Absolutely. No,
Okay, Anzo.
no, give it to me. What up,
3
Danny?
minutes. Your time starts now. What's going on, chat? Or Danny, what's going on? Okay, here, we'll restart it. Go ahead.
Okay, so my thoughts on this movie are it is going to be caca. It is going to be doo-doo. It is going to be a piece of shit. The first Joker was garbage. Let me just say that right now. Chris didn't start my time yet, but it's okay. I'll continue to go. It was garbage. I did not like the first one at all. I thought it was boring. I didn't think it was a Joker movie. To me, it was like they had a script for a movie with someone who was like a manic depressive or whatever, and realized, hey, you know what? We can make a lot more money on this movie because it's probably a good script. They probably like, oh, this is a great script. You know what I mean? But are people going to go watch this movie? Hey, if we put this as a Joker movie, people will go see it. And that's exactly what they did. They took a script that they had. They do it all the time in Hollywood. Like, let's be real, right? If you go look up the Die Hard 2 movie, that was supposed to be a movie that was called Simon Says, but they ended up using it as the Die Hard movie. So they take scripts and they repurpose them for whatever reason. And I 100% believe that's exactly what they did with this Joker movie. So it's caca. And now we have rumors that Joker 2 is going to be a fucking musical. Now, I know Chris said there's no confirmation on that yet, but from what I remember, it was actually the director, whoever was the one that came out and said it was going to be a fucking musical. Now, if they make this a fucking musical, I can guarantee you, well, I don't want to guarantee it, but I'm pretty sure it will not make $1 billion like the first one did. Because I promise you, I will not pay money to see that movie. I will watch it on fucking Onto Vision, and I will probably watch like the first 10 minutes of it and be like, okay, I am done. It's not the type of Joker movie I want to see. It's not the type of superhero movies I want to see. I've said this many times. We have the Nolan movies, then we have the Batman movies. These movies are grounded in reality, and I don't want to see them. If I want to watch a reality movie, I'll watch one that's a real reality movie. I don't want to see my superheroes being like this. I want to see fantastical stuff. I want to see them do shit that no other human can do. Right? That's what I want to see. I don't want to see a fucking bullshit Batman movie. Anyways, we already know how I feel about the Batman, so I don't need to get into that, right? But y'all know how I feel about the Joker movie as well. When it comes to these type of movies, the Nolan movies, the Joker movie, and the Batman movie, they're all some of my worst movies, the worst superhero movies I've seen, right? We've had worse, but you know what I mean. Because they're grounded in reality, they just don't appeal to me like that. And the best part of the Joker movie was the end where he shoots fucking Robert De Niro in the head. That was the best part of the movie. Other than that, it was fucking boring. So you're going to make a new one that's going to be a musical. And in my opinion, it is going to be even fucking worse than the first one. So I'll pass. Thank you very much. I will not watch this movie. Not interested.
Interesting. I thought you liked the first one.
The first Joker? I hated it. Hated it. Go back and watch my streams. I fucking hate it. I hate it. I watched that movie
to see
one
some
time.
of the mental issues that Danny keeps mentioning with you.
I've seen it one time, and that was it. Done.
Gotcha.
Anzo is such a hater. How did we become boys? I ain't a hater, Danny. I ain't a hater. You know. You just got bad taste in movies.
Darkseid is coming to Superman and Lois. Ooh, I don't know. On TV.
We'll see.
And all right, Elihu, here you go. Start.
I got a smile on my face because I agree with Anzo said.
Wow.
Holy fucking shit. Yeah. I tried watching the original Joker the other day because I was 4. 40 minutes and like, wait, this is still the movie, right? How the hell does this make $1 billion? Why do we have to constantly trope into sidekicks or a villain side story? We don't need the same Hollywood bullshit. We need some new ideas. Yeah, you can do different iterations of Batman and Bruce Wayne. Granted, they've done different iterations of Batman and Bruce Wayne in the comics. There's been one iteration. A psychopath, motherfucking crazy murderer. That's Joker. How many iterations of this can we do? Yeah, Joaquin is a great actor. He's a great thespian. The way he portrayed his seriousness with his craziness, with his mental depression, that was great. I'm hearing Chris getting spammed me on Twitter right now. Uh, I mean, if they want to have a musical with Lady Gaga, yeah, she can actually act. Believe it or not, she's a good actress. She doesn't lie, she doesn't mark. Yeah, maybe as a not a Harley Quinn, but maybe like a cameo. Come on. I don't picture Harley Quinn being that musical except when occasionally she's doing little tunes when she's dancing and fighting and hitting and clobbering somebody. That's maybe what, 1 or 2 lines. We're not gonna have Lady Gaga saying 1 or 2 lines. Otherwise, she's gonna be fighting throughout the whole entire thing. No, we don't need a DC musical movie. This is what the animation world is for. You want to do this? Use the animation world. You can get away with a lot more shit that way. I cannot believe they're actually thinking and considering this. Unless this is a rumor. Because knowing Chris could be a rumor. But I do not want to see a Joker 2. I will not pay any theaters. I will not pay IMAX for it. I will hack in Onzo's computer and watch an Onzo Vision. Yeah, I do not want to see a Joker 2. Okay, enough with this. Get some original ideas, Hollywood, please. Not a Catwoman story, not another Joker story, not another Robin sequel. Because no. How about a continuation of the Batman saga? Not a little story here, story there, and try to put it together. No, you guys ruined that, and it's not having to take over with the Justice League to fix everything. No, DC already tried to ruin that. They're ruining it again. Stick with one idea, but the continuation of the story. Yeah, you don't see Marvel breaking off, doing a American Shadow story or a Wong movie. No, you don't. They're continuing. So do what you guys have always done with Marvel and DC. Mirror each other. You did it in comic books. You did it in the cartoons. Do it in the movies. Mirror each other again. This is where you guys had the success.
Facts. And you know what I was gonna say? I was gonna say, at the beginning of the show, I was like, damn, Danny's not here. He's gonna be missed. But then Eli who answered that question, and I'm like, Danny, have a good night, man. Take the day off. It's cool, man. Because Eli who is on point right now. And as I'm reading the chat, I know Danny would have went the opposite way, and we don't need that tonight. So good job.
My God, it seems really weird because I don't know. And Danny, I'll give you your answer. Why is Eli who you're feeling? Because I know when you watch these shows, whether or not you say something in the chat or not, and he's on, you're like, God damn this man. He is not saying what I would say. He needs off, and I know you'll be back next week. I mean, like, come hell or high water, you will not give me 2 weeks to put Elihu in here. So I use Elihu as a tactic, kind of like an adult, like a parent would. Like, if you want them to clean your room, you got to do something else to get them to do it.
I'm the filler. Okay,
it's a Jedi mind trick. He's waiting for Danny to get up and say, "Oh fuck it, I'm gonna come on that stream and have to kick Eli off because he's talking shit right now."
Fuck this, shut up, too.
Go on, Thomas Potts. Good to see you. All right. So with this, what, Danny? Why do you do that? Okay. Sorry, guys. My son is an idiot and doesn't like to put things in my hand.
Hey, Chris, you suck.
Kids.
You're welcome. You're welcome. I see that now. Okay, all right. Here we're gonna
only
start over.
Titties, Danny. Only titties.
So the way I see this right now is that because we don't have an absolute idea if this is going to be musical or not, I believe that this casting that I'm putting out right now is probably a pretty good one. I think Lady Gaga can do Harley Quinn possibly. Now the problem is that leads into the thought process that this could be a musical. And if that does happen, I'm not going to disagree with Nzo or Elihu. Because if it becomes a musical, it's going to be a train wreck. I mean, a major train wreck. And I don't think Danny can say otherwise. Because if he thinks that this movie is going to be good, if it's a musical, then I don't know. That just seems really screwy to me. But if it's not a musical, I like this casting. It makes sense. He's probably going to be a pretty good Commissioner Gordon. I don't know why you'd put Commissioner Gordon in, though, without putting some sort of Batman in this. Musicals don't normally do good. Oh my God, Shifty, do you think it's going to be good? Okay, Shifty, do you think it's going to be good? I know. Do you think it's going to be good if it's a musical, or it doesn't matter? It's going to be good. That's what I want to know. Do you think it's going to be good if it's a musical or not? Anyways, I like the casting. I think that'll be good, but I do question why you cast Commissioner Gordon if this is like an Elseworld story. I think if it's an Elseworld story, you don't need a Commissioner Gordon. You just stick with the Joker as being the main character and everything else is kind of a secondary play. And because of that, that kind of questions where they're going, because if you're going to bring Commissioner Gordon into it, I think you need to start bringing Batman into it. Danny says, I don't know. White people are strange. Y'all like that musical shit. I'm just saying, see, the proof is there with Shifty's comments. Well, that's true. But I said
25,600 minutes.
Oh my God, yeah, I like musicals, I won't lie, but I prefer them on stage. Musicals in movies just don't have the same, I guess, creativity, because there's the whole stage production and everything else that's going on that I think is really cool. But in a movie, that's easily done with with CGI and stuff now. So anyways,
Mary Poppins.
If this ends up being a musical, it's going to be exactly what Nzo Elihu said. Kaka. 3 minutes we can talk about it really quick together. Yeah. If it, and I preface again, if it's a musical. If it isn't, what do you think, Elihu? You didn't like the first one, you said, right?
Yeah, I didn't like the first one. I mean, if it's going to be a musical, it's got to have some
What is it you didn't like about it? The fact that it plays off of the Joker name, but it really isn't the Joker.
Exactly. They pulled us in with a name, and it was like, okay, this is supposed to be a character developing the Joker, but no, the Joker's always been a psychotic man. It was basically, I forgot what it was. The second. It wasn't depression that caused him to go crazy. This movie, he's
we don't know that, but we don't know if it was depression on this one either, because he's probably gone crazy the whole movie because he believes he's talking to this girl that he thinks likes her, and then he comes out to find out that he's been stalking her, and she's thinking he's this weirdo and stuff. So, I mean, he's been throughout the whole movie. When you see the stuff at the end, it basically says he's been nuts the whole time.
Yeah, well, if you want to talk about I was going to say Rocky Horror as well. Yeah, you got to have some high talented actors in there at the time, because look at that. Look at Rocky Horror. Look at Brett. Look at Les Mis. You had high actors in there.
Rent was not a high grossing movie. I don't think Les Mis was either. Rocky Horror wasn't. Rocky Horror is a cult classic because people started watching it at night and doing all sorts of other stuff. That's what made it a cult classic, not the fact that it was a musical.
How much did the Barber of Seville make?
No.
Listen,
you mean Sweeney Todd?
If it's not a musical, it is still going to be garbage. The first one was boring. The first one was trash, right? And then you're having this Joker movie with no Batman and all kinds of garbage. I'm just not interested. Like I said, I'll check it out, but there's no way I am paying for this movie, whether it's a fucking musical or not. I'm not paying to go see it. I'll watch it on fucking Onzo Vision. I'm not gonna waste my time to go watch this movie. And even when the first one came out, I was like, man, I don't know about this movie, man. It looks like it's gonna be like Nolan-esque type of movie, and absolutely it 100% was. And yeah, I was bored. I was bored with it.
Danny said Les Mis made 441 million.
I mean, that's I
That's
guess
not bad compared to his
respectable.
budget. Yeah, yeah.
That's respectable. Sweeney Todd only made like 153.
Uh,
I mean, it's I don't know. I don't want to see a Joker movie if it's a musical. I don't, but I'll wait and see what happens. So
like I said, stick with the animation. That's where they can go wild.
yeah, but even then, you gotta be a certain. You gotta keep it a certain way because it's you know.
Hey, listen, there's
Joker.
2 movies I don't want to see: the Joker 2 and the Batman 2. There, I said it.
Batman 2 is supposed to be here
Mhm.
too.
Don't want to see it.
Mhm. All right, Anzo, 1 or 2.
1.
Boom! Hellraiser is due for a new chapter
Yes.
/ reboot. Though director David Bruckner says this is not a remake. It appears they will be exploring a reimagining of the character Pinhead by making the character female. What are
Fuck.
your thoughts on this? And is it really reimagining if all they do is gender or race swap a character? Now, before we talk about this too much, I'm going to bring this up. I have this article right here.
I seen a picture. Yeah, I
Yeah.
seen that picture before, and I thought it was fake. I was like, okay, it's some fake shit. I didn't
So,
read the article though.
Basically here it says this is not a remake. Like I said, I just didn't think you could ever remake the original Hellraiser. It's too much its own thing, and it would be, I think, perilous territory for filmmakers because how do you top that? This is a new story in the Hellraiser universe. It's a tale of a young woman, Ripley, played by Odessa Azion, who's struggling with addiction and compulsive behavior that comes in contact accidentally with the box and unfortunately begins to dabble with it, adds Bruckner, and chaos ensues. So this lady right here is... Where is it? Right here. I thought it had... Jamie Clayton. That's who is playing her. And... yeah, she said it was the right person for the role. A person's identity can be really exciting for a role in many ways, but I have to emphasize that Jamie absolutely killed. That's how we got there. So this comes out on the 7th. It's a Hulu production, and let's be honest, Prey came out, and I think it didn't. I don't think it subverted anybody's expectations. I think it exceeded many people's expectations. So that's that. 3 minutes. Who wants to go first?
Go ahead.
Okay, Elihu. 3
Okay.
minutes, Elihu. Go.
No. How many times can I say no to another
No?
pinhead? How many times can I say no to another pinhead? No. Enough. I said it last time. Stop making remakes. Come up with some fucking new ideas.
It's not a remake.
What? No. Reimagining and remake is practically the same thing. It's like Disney decided to redo Sleeping Beauty and have Brianna Bronique. What's her name? I forgot. Shit. They did it. They redid it anyway. It was a Disney version. It was all African American cast. I forgot her name. Brandy. Monique.
Okay,
Cinderella, you
I
mean?
got you.
Yeah,
Continue.
Cinderella. Thank you. Okay, yeah. It was their reimagining of Cinderella, but it was an actual remake of the thing. They told the exact same story with the different characters. Come on, look at the Star Wars franchise. The last 3, it paralleled the first 3 movies. Same storyline, different characters. This is why it sucked. Fans recognize this. Hellraiser fans are going to recognize this, just like we did in Star Wars. You watch in the last 3, I'm like, didn't I see this in New Hope? Didn't I see this in Empire Strikes Back? It's the same plot as Return of the Jedi. They're going to notice this. Fans nitpick nowadays. 15 years ago, you would have had a new Hellraiser or a reimagining of this. Fans go, yay, okay, great, we got a new story here. Now, you see people nitpicking, playing videos at 0.25 speed, trying to get some details down, saying, wait, this thing was offset. That was a mistake. That's not part of the canon. What are they doing here? Fans are actually analyzing shit. I don't think producers in Hollywood and Hulu or Disney Plus or Paramount is actually realizing, paying attention. They're thinking, okay, how can we make money? Hellraiser, Halloween franchise. Nope, Jason's dead. Wait, let's try to bring back Pinhead, a non-sequential character that really hasn't been talked about much. Okay, fine. Then do a brand new story, not a retelling of it. Okay, or continuation at least. Don't start the story all over again. I'm done. I'm done with the Hollywood
All right.
bullshit. I'm sorry.
Fair enough. I think I found a chord that really pisses Elihu off. Didn't know that was going to happen. Anzo, 3 minutes. Here we go.
Hey, it's better be pissed off than pissed off.
You know what?
Unless you're into that.
I'm gonna have to agree with Eli on this
Oh my
one.
God! How the hell?
What the hell, Danny?
I don't want to see it. I don't want to see a reimagining or a remake of this Hellraiser movie. I'll watch it because I'm a big Hellraiser fan. Now I know Eli said something about doing a continuation, but those movies have dropped off in quality so much. I think you have to reboot it, right? And I know I'm gonna piss off a lot of people. Hold on, let me see what Danny said. That's not true. The original He-Man was one way. The other cartoonish one was totally different from the original He-Man, not the one with the muscles of Evelyn, the one on Netflix. Yeah, that He-Man was okay. The one on Netflix was okay. But for me, and people are gonna get mad at me for saying this, and I'm sorry for saying it, but what happened to the fucking male action hero or the male bad guy or this and that? Why? Listen, the women deserve to get their shine 100%, just like black people deserve to get their shine, Asian people deserve to get their shine. But why does it have to be everything now? Prey, the Hellraiser, everything, the Lord of the Rings, everything has to have a female lead. Now, I don't mind having female leads, but I don't think every fucking thing you do going forward has to be a female lead. Now, there are movies that aren't, I get it, but certain movies, I think, like Hellraiser, I I just think it should be a badass dude. Like the original Pinhead, I would have preferred if they just kept him. You know what I mean? If they do a Nightmare on Elm Street, I want Robert Englund to come back because those were iconic roles, and I really can't see anybody else in those roles, whether it's a man or a woman. So I think one of the last Hellraisers, the last one or the last two, one of them had a totally different dude playing Pinhead. And the movie was garbage, but the guy playing Pinhead was it was garbage as well. You know what I mean? So Freddy Krueger, they tried to do the remake. They had someone else playing Freddy. Didn't work. All right. So it's hard to get someone to fill these roles. I'm just big booty, bro. They make the world go round. I thought you got the memo. Yeah, but the only problem is they're not always big bootied. You know what I mean? That's the problem. So I don't know, man. I'm not interested in it. I like Hellraiser. I'll watch it. I'm not gonna turn it back and say, "Oh, there's a woman." I'm not gonna watch it. I'll watch it same way, but it's not what I want to see. Sorry for offending anybody if I did.
No, I don't think you did. All right. So my thought process isn't much different. Okay, listen, I understand, Danny. Reimagining. But listen, reimagining is not really just saying we're going to change the color of a person's skin or the gender of a character. Here's the biggest travesty of all this. If you've ever watched the Hellraiser films, you would know in the first one, the Cenobites were like, there's like 6 or 7 of them, if I remember. I can't remember exactly how many.
Mm-hmm.
It's been so long since I've seen it. But Hellraiser, the Pinhead guy, was the only one with the prosthetics and stuff that could talk. So he was given a line in the movie. He isn't even really in the movie that much. And because of his portrayal and the way that he he conducted his business on the screen, people loved it. You're dealing with a character that wasn't supposed to be anything but another Cenobite. That was the only thing it was given, was a Cenobite, and Pinhead was just the name of it because that's what he looked like. And 30 years later, however long it's been now, this is an iconic character that they've already tried once to reboot or redo or whatever they did with the last one. It didn't work. And this isn't the way you do it. Now, if you wanted to introduce another Cenobite, because there were other Cenobites and there were females, and have a good Pinhead in it for long enough to introduce another Cenobite, and maybe have her just kick the shit out of him or kill him, I guess, give us some reason for why you're doing this, and not just doing it to do it. I mean, the character's been established for so long, it's really difficult. And we got on this on your show last night, Nzo, about, okay, yeah, is it a big deal that there are black people in Lord of the Rings? No, but it's like, why? What's the reasoning behind it? Is it just to do it? I don't want a black actor just getting a job because that they're just trying to fill a quota. I want a black actor who can act really fucking well, and I want him to get the job because he is the best person for it. And I want them to create new characters, not take old characters and just say, well, here, we'll just put you in this one. I think they deserve better. I think they deserve more opportunities with new films that have new characters for them.
Yeah.
But I think, since that sounds like something from Cinnabon, but I think this is a misstep. And while Prey worked out, I don't know if this one will, because again, going back to the Lord of the Rings fans, I'm not sure if it's them trolling or if it's gatekeeping on Amazon or Netflix, or is it Amazon who's doing Lord of the Rings?
Amazon.
Amazon.
Yeah, Amazon.
I don't know if it's gatekeeping on their part or if it's the fans, but those fans are livid and they are rabid for those things. They love Lord of the Rings. They know it through and through. When you mess with that, that's what you get. And if they didn't learn that, I don't know. I don't think this is going to do well. Will I watch it? Yes, because I like Hellraiser. So yes, I'm like, so I'll watch it. And maybe I'll be surprised. Prey was really good, I thought. There are some missteps in it, but that's any movie. But Prey was really damn good. I liked it a lot. This might turn out to be that too. So, but I really wish they would stop calling it reimagining by just basically flipping the script and making it a female, or changing the gender, or I mean the race swapping. So 3 minutes. We'll talk about this real quick here.
And you know what's funny? Because when Lord of the Rings came out, right? No one said there's no black people in these movies. Like, hey, man, how come there's no black people in these movies? But you see, when you add a black person or something, then everybody says, hey, why are you adding this and why are you doing that, right? But for me, because I guess because we were so used to going to see movies where we'd be lucky if there's one black guy walking across the street in the movie, you know what I mean? To the point where if we see it, it's like, okay, well, so if I would have watched this Ring of Powers and there wouldn't have been any black people in it, I wouldn't have felt away. I wouldn't have been like, oh my God, there's no black people. Where's the diversity and stuff like that? We just don't do that. You know what I mean? But
hey, there was diversity. There was elves. There was orcs. There's diversity, man.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, that way.
Let me answer Danny here real quick.
I was going to talk about the gender thing.
Chris, I just looked at the definition. It's reimagining, sir. Sorry, I didn't make it up. No, reimagining something means there's imagination behind it. It is literally taking something and say, how do I use the concept here and make it something brand new? There's been plenty of druggies and shit in fucking Hellraiser. That's nothing new. You're using Pinhead. That's nothing new. It's not reimagining. It's like, let's just flip the person. She's female now. Look, let's just get some crappy writer to write some crappy piece of shit thing. Hulu will pick it up. They'll pay $70 million to have the movie made, and we'll get our money and run. And maybe I'm wrong. Maybe it's Prey again. Maybe I think, oh shit, this stuff's good. I'll say it if it is. But it's not really reimagining. Yeah, they own the IP. I don't give a fuck who owns the IP. Use your brain and make something better. Listen,
about-
are
what
you
about-
happy? Are you happy Finn is a fucking janitor? No, I wanted him to be the last Jedi. I wanted him to be the fucking Jedi in the movie because he was he had so much potential. But no, they went and they reduced him to a fucking janitor. Are you happy black people are in movies? Is that what it is? You just doesn't matter what they do, you're okay with it. No, reimagine means put some effort behind it.
I was gonna actually point that out, reimagining what MCU did with the Black Widow movie. They reimagined the character Taskmaster. Why did they change a female? Because it actually went with the story. If all of a sudden she's a female, it didn't make the sense with the story. Like, why is Taskmaster all of a sudden a female? They actually explained it because it actually went with the storyline. That was a reimagining a character.
It did.
That was well done because it actually implied with the storyline. That's a good example of reimagining.
Even though she was a trash character, it went with the
Yeah.
story. So I don't have an issue with
Yeah.
that. And I agree.
Yeah.
I agree with you 100%, Danny. You're right. They own the IP. They can do what they want to do. But at the end of the day, for me, it's about these guys trying to make money, right? And we already know that like pandering doesn't really make them the type of money they want. So just fucking put on the shelf if anything. You know what I mean? I don't know.
Okay.
I guess you got to try something
Now-
different, but at the same time,
Yeah, okay, so now Danny's going to hate this because I'm going to go around and probably make us all eat our words that we just used on think of something original. Last question. Winnie the Pooh, Blood and Honey
shit.
has a trailer and a distributor, but no release date. After watching the trailer, which we're about ready to do,
I was gonna ask, thank you.
do you think this movie will actually see the light of day, or do you think this is a huge troll fest that is only designed to make people believe this is an actual full movie? All right, here's what I'm going to bring this over.
Yeah, I don't watch
We're
trailers.
going to watch the trailer.
let's do it.
I was like, oh god, this is the last
You're the
one.
first person I ever shown this place to.
Why am I so special?
Because soon will be Christopher and Mary Rob. You should be close now.
We're not going to find them.
We will. Pooh, Piglet, Eeyore, we were friends for many years, and they're out there.
Christopher, we need to leave. Now.
I really need to find out what's happening, okay?
I'm just going to pause because I'm not willing to have to write copyright shit on this thing.
Winnie the Pooh
Okay, hold on.
is copyright free. It's in the public domain.
Is
That's
it?
why
Okay,
this-
fair enough.
That's why this movie got released.
What the fuck?
Yeah, just wait.
We need to go. There's Laura's there. There's someone else outside. What was that?
Please be friends. Why are you doing this, please? I would have never left, I swear, I swear.
Okay. Now that we're done with that, wow. All
The
right.
reason why this movie got made because it's now in the public domain.
You get your turn to talk. So, do you think it'll see the light of day, or do you think it's a troll fest designed to make people believe this is an actual full movie? Okay, Elihu, I'll let you go first.
I'll
3
go.
minutes go.
Yeah.
Since Winnie the Pooh is actually in public domain now and the cover has been released, somebody decided to actually do this and make a movie. This is what I've read and heard about this. That's the first time I've seen the trailer. So this is an actual hour and like 40 something odd minute movie. This is supposed to be a real full movie, not just a trailer made fan thing. I mean, the whole point of the thing is supposed to be making fun of Winnie the Pooh. Yeah, it looks like a guy in a bear mask and a pig mask. That's what it looks like, except for the one in the back part. That is actually pretty done with the ears in the back. But the shadows, The play is like, this is a very bad, good version of Blair Witch Project without the shaky cam. I gotta see this for the hell of it. I was not. I want to see Blair Witch because it got all the rage. It was a shaky thing. People throwing up in the theater. I'm like, yeah, weak stomachs, please. Yeah, I saw the fourth person in the backyard, but I want to see it because it was a big old hype back then. This is going to be one of those little hypes, like a Blair Witch hype thing. If they keep on doing this, what they're doing right now, having small channels and other big channels talk about the movie instead of paying theaters for actual release and TV releases, they're doing a underground marketing thing. This is what they're doing. This is what's working. People are talking about it. They don't have to spend mass millions of dollars for TV ads. No, underground marketing works just fine. This is what the whole purpose of this thing is. I'm looking forward to this. I may pay actual cash to see it in the movie theater.
You are high. You are
Yes, I
definitely
am.
high.
Yes,
I
I
can
am.
tell you're high. You just admitted you would pay money for this. Okay, keep going. Keep going.
But I'm like, okay, I just want to know what the hell did that made Pooh snap? Because there's no inclination of any kind of cartoon movies to make him actually do that. So, what's the director and writer actually playing on this? Is it all going to be psychological? Is it all going to be a dream at the end that he's just a little kid dreaming, having a bad dream, or is this actual revenge of the woodland forest creatures? What happened to Tigger? Is he going to be dead, or is he actually going to be a tiger? I want to see what Tigger looks like. Come on, show Tigger.
No, that's for the sequel.
Oh, come on. Tigger, I mean, he's the only one actually be afraid of in the 100-acre forest was Tigger, the tiger, okay? Yeah, I'm done. Go ahead, Anzo.
All right.
I'm going to smoke.
Go ahead. Anzo.
Yeah. Oh my God. I don't know what the fuck Eli is smoking. And this is the time where I'm like, Danny, you should be on the show right now because I know we'd be like, what the fuck is this shit? The concept, I think, could be pretty good for a horror movie. The only problem is I'm looking at fucking Winnie the Pooh and Piglet and they look like fucking human beings. And I'm just like, I don't get it. I don't like it. No, that's dumb. Now, if you had some stop motion, because I know it's a low budget movie, so they would have to find some way to. But if you had a little fat little Winnie the Pooh bear and little piglet, and they were doing some type of shit in this movie, then I'd be like, this might be a little bit more interesting. But it's just the fact that they look like fucking regular people with masks on. I don't like that. That's way too low budget for me. Way too low budget for me. I will not pay to see it in the theaters. I will not watch it for free on Onzo Vision. This movie will 100% get a pass. Now, I don't personally think it's a troll because if you remember, they did the same kind of thing with the Mortal Kombat at one point with Michael Jai White, right? And they also had the 6 of 9 girl from there as playing Sonya. Was a little internet thing that they did, and they had little episodes with them, and they were trying to get that done. But the reason why they were able to get that done is because they had put up a trailer, right? Michael Jai White was in the trailer, and it was more like a real, a Mortal Kombat grounded in real life, right? Johnny Cage was an actor, but you could see Scorpion, Reptile kind of look humanish with, messed up face or whatever. And I think even though it kind of was different and people were kind of curious about it, I think that's trailer is what propelled us to get the miniseries on YouTube, the Mortal Kombat miniseries. So someone, if they have the idea or they can fix up the Winnie the Pooh and the Piglet, and you could have Eeyore in there and all of them in there, Tigger and shit, hunting down the humans, and you can make them maybe
Eeyore's
look
dead.
like they do. What?
Eeyore's dead. Didn't see the
Yeah,
headstone?
they killed Eeyore.
Yeah.
In the movie?
That was his
Yes.
headstone in the movie, yeah.
Okay, so I didn't notice that part. But even still, right? So whatever, you can still have them in there and you show how he died, whatever they plan to do. But I think it would be more appealing to me if they actually looked like the characters from the cartoon or how Winnie the Pooh is, CGI them, whatever, even if it's bad CGI, just to have, a little fat little Winnie the Pooh bear running around with a knife killing people, something kind of like a Chucky type of thing, would be interesting. But at this point, that trailer, Nah, sir, that not make it. Mm-mm.
All right. Let's be very clear here. I don't buy this is a real movie. I don't. Now, am I wrong? Maybe. But several problems. The sheer clips of Christopher Robin coming into that part, and then the whole separate idea that at some other random house somewhere down the road, there's a group of people that have nothing to do with Christopher Robin. Listen, if you were going to do this, you make it about Christopher Robin and his new bride to be that they show at the beginning, and you have Pooh and Piglet chasing them throughout the fucking woods, and you put Tigger in there, and that's all you need. You don't need whatever this random group of fucking people are in this other random house. Listen, this looks like SNL did this for people. This really looks like they put Pete Davidson in a Pooh mask walking around and acting like that. That's what I think this is. I think this is a big, giant fucking troll fest, and it's getting everybody to talk. This goes right down the same line as the guy that claimed that he faked, what's his name? Andrew Garfield in, or that he faked the picture that showed Andrew Garfield in front of the green screen and everything, and he did all that. That we found out that was just a trolling thing. Listen, I don't buy this. And if this is real, I hope it never sees the light of day, at least on screens. If it goes straight to Hulu, Netflix, your grandmother's freaking VHS collection, I don't really give a fuck. This movie is ridiculous. Anzo's got a point. It has the startings of an idea. But when you have that startings of an idea, stick with something that might actually work, okay? Stop motion. Make it look like the little cuddly... Yeah, I mean, look at what they did with Chucky. That's what I'm talking about. You take the good guy doll, and he looks great, and he gets to play with him, and by the time you have 15 movies, he's been ripped apart, shredded apart, sewn back together, melted, glued, everything, but he's still the doll. You could do that with this. You could make this work. This has got to be a troll fest. It has to be. And I cannot for the life of me figure out why they would do this. And the fact that we're going to spend a total of 12 minutes on this topic astounds me that I even made us do that. But, yeah, that's what I got to say about that. Let's talk about it really quick here. I just don't get it. I mean, like I said, it looks like they stuck Pete Davidson in before he quit SNL and somebody else, and that's what it looks like.
Yeah, it looks absolutely horrible, man. And like I said, if you were to do something interesting with it, it'd be like, oh, okay, maybe this works, right? But for me, I just like, nah, I'm not interested in seeing this as the way it is right now. But hey, you know, put something else in there, and you never know. Y'all realize looking up definition is what I do, right? Because this is something no one cares about. Oh yeah, I know, Danny. I don't think it's anything to write home about. I ain't interested in watching this crap.
You know, this kind of reminds me of this thing that was going on last year online about people trying to make a movie that make fun of people having doing a porno in the woods, you get killed like a mass murder, like everybody gets killed in murder when you're having sex, and all of a sudden you get murdered in a horror movie. It was called Don't Fuck in the Woods, and actually got made. I don't know if you guys ever heard about that movie. It's called Don't Fuck in the Woods. Yeah, it's actually called Don't Fuck in the Woods. Yeah. It kind of reminds me of this thing. I do believe it's a full movie. I do want to see this.
No.
No,
Why?
Not into that.
Why, Eli?
Yeah, no, and that's the thing. Where's your proof? I mean, because here's the thing. Everybody's like, oh, yeah, it's a real movie. It's a real movie. I have only seen, I think I've seen these clips earlier in separate form, and now they just shoved it all together. Listen, I think this is a giant troll fest. I don't think this is real. I think this is somebody, they put these masks on really quick. They made this set, and they shot it with some really good photography equipment, because it's that part of it's done really well. And then they just went and did some quick slasher effects and stuff like that, and they're done. And it was just to get people talking about this. And now that people are talking about it, if enough people talk about it, maybe they will make it. I just don't think this is really It says there's a distributor. It says the movie's there, and it has no release date. Listen, nobody wants this. So if somebody wasted their time and made an hour and a half, 2-hour movie based on this, God have mercy on their soul.
Do you know how much ballistic gel costs, Chris? Ballistic gel is very expensive. When he was cupping the head, that was a ballistic gel dummy there. Those are very expensive to make, like a couple $100 to make.
You can buy the stuff to make it.
Yeah, that's very expensive.
No, if you go buy it because you're a cheap ass or you have millions and millions of dollars to spend, you're right. It is expensive. Or you go and you learn how to do wood shop like 90 people have in the world or whatever that's left that's done it. And you make your own damn mold and you do it your own damn self. And then it's a lot cheaper. And again, Photoshop and all the things that Adobe offers now, you can make some pretty damn good. Listen, Nzo made his opening standby screen, and he added lightning effects to it. Mm-hmm. Did that cost you how much money did that cost you, Nzo? $5 million, right? Or $5-6 million, right? Because you used the CGI company and everything.
I thought it was $3 million.
Cost me nothing.
Exactly, it cost him nothing, and if you have the time, you can do that all on computer. You can do that yourself.
Yeah, and I could have probably, if I really learned how to use that program, I could have probably added so much more to it and made it look so much better, you know? Danny hating on my boy Eli. What's up with that, Danny?
Listen, I'll quote Meatloaf for you, Eli. 2 out of 3 ain't bad. You had 2 of it. 2 of it, you were right with us, and then this came up, and you're like, I gotta say, I want to see it. I have to.
And I was like, seeing on Iron Shrooms. Come on.
I was like, Eli didn't like the Joker, so Eli's on point. Then Eli said he wanted to see this, and I'm just like, okay.
Yeah, it's something to show in the theater. I want to see this High on Mushrooms in the theater. I would pay to see this.
No.
You have issues.
Couldn't pay me enough money.
Yes,
Reader's Digest called, and they need more issues.
Dude, my life is a corn album. Okay, I got issues.
Yeah, it looks like it because he couldn't pay me enough.
I actually have issues right over here. It's in the drawer.
That I knew if that wasn't our first, that was kind of a perfect last one because it's everything we were talking about in the other ones, kind of, and that have an idea and all that. These people actually really went with an idea, but then they kind of just, I think, half-assed it. Because I think if they'd stuck with the whole just Christopher Robin and his wife going through the woods and running away from him, I think that would have been maybe kind of cool. And like I said, make him cuddly at the beginning.
Yeah, why did he snap?
Chop off his head, and you find out that he's filled with stuffing and stuff, and then Piglet comes and sews his head back on or something, and you start making him gnarly and shit. I mean, okay, great. You give me 7 movies of that. I love child play movies. I love the child's play movies because they did that. And that was a ridiculous. Trust me, if I was 45 when that came out, I probably would have said, what the fuck are they fucking doing? This is ridiculous. But after I saw it, I probably would have been like, holy fucking shit, that was awesome.
Oh, hold on, Danny. You said I forbid Eli Who to ever replace me again. But 10 minutes earlier, you said Eli Who was a good choice for you. So which one is it? Do we replace him with you or do we not? Which one? Let us know.
Confused as always.
Yeah, kind of.
Right. Easily confused.
Yeah. All right. Let's go around and have you guys talk about your channels one more time. We'll start with you, Eli Who. Go ahead and tell everybody about your channel.
Sorry, Cottonmouth. Cottonmouth Joe. You guys ever look up the night sky and ask yourself, what the hell is that? Check out my channel. Don't. Well, sometimes you do if you're able to see the night sky without light pollution. Your city. Yeah, you actually see the night sky. You see some weird stuff up there. It's actually cool. Stars, cosmic explosions everywhere. My channel is called What's Up with the Universe. I go from anywhere from basic astronomy to complex astrophysics. You're going to check my little solar system here. Check it out. I even got some Orville trivia videos on there, some parodies, some other random stuff as well. I'm also on Twitter. Here's my little Twitter handle. See, this is my finger. No, you can't. But this is my Twitter handle right here. Okay. You guys can see that.
Keep working on that.
Yeah, we will. This is the screen here. Just like JJ always said, sometimes I tweet, sometimes I retweet. It's lottery. Come check me out. Next time me on, guys.
Yeah, and I feel you, Danny.
problem.
You could be on point at one point and then say some fucked up shit where it's like, okay, now this guy gotta go. And Eli said that when he said he wanted to see this movie. I'm like, oh my god.
I mean, let's be honest. I mean, that kind of. Yeah, I mean.
Hey, Danny.
Yeah, I'm gonna
Ego check.
Let's start over, shall we?
There
think
we go.
this is how the show should have been tonight. I sadly, I really regret the fact that we had to talk about the Winnie the Pooh movie for 12 minutes, and I'm sad to say that about 4 of that minutes was Elihu explaining why he thinks this is a good idea.
Facts.
Anyway.
Hey, Anzo was the one that was quoting and talking about She-Hulk, okay?
Yeah, She-Hulk is garbage too. So.
Anyways, Anzo, go ahead and tell everybody about your channel.
Yes, guys, Biggaford Entertainment. Make sure to come over there later on. We'll be the OOC. Got a few topics over there. And we're going to try something a little different. We're calling it Disagreement Night. So we're going to give someone a chance to come on there and talk about the things they disagreed with us on any topics that we did on the show or anything like that. You know, you come on there, say what you got to say, and then keep it pushing. So should be interesting.
Shifty, you are fucking high as fuck too. You say fucked up crap all the time. You were all about Miss Marvel. Like, oh yeah, honey. I want more of that Miss Marvel. Oh yeah,
Canada had a crime. Yeah, I know. They ran out of maple syrup.
Are you gonna invite Shifty on? Because I'm sure he disagrees with you. Can you give us a heads up on who's gonna be on?
There are no heads up. I'm gonna put the link in the StreamYard chat, and whoever wants to pop in. I'm doing it like that. Yeah, I'm doing it like that.
Well, okay, that's a lot. I feel a little bit better, Danny. Thank you.
Yeah.
I can't disagree with that one though.
All right.
I can't disagree with that.
I am Chris Knight. Real Review 3000 is my channel, guys. Go check it out. And yeah, with that said, we'll be back on Sunday with the roundtable. Friday, I believe you have. Well, I won't be on Sunday night I can jump on. I'll probably be either on my phone or on a computer, a laptop, because I'll be in Austin. Yeah, but check us all out. We got all sorts of stuff. Friday, I believe, is the
tournament.
Yep. I may not be there. I don't know yet, because depending on how things go before I have to leave this weekend. But anyways, with that all said, guys, thank you very much for being here. Peace.
Peace.